They are so young, it'll never last. Those were my dad's words in 2014 when a 17-year-old guy, Grant, asked out my older 15-year-old sister, Hannah Katie. My dad had a rule that his kids were not allowed to date until we were 16, but Grant Laufenberger, otherwise known as Gwant, changed all of that. My sister met Grant at a youth group that she had attended, and she had the biggest crush on him since she first met him. She told my dad about him, and my dad's obvious response was, "When you are 16, then you can date him." For the next couple of months, they flirted constantly, and it was obvious that the attraction was mutual. My sister decided to throw a 5th of July party because we had other plans on the 4th, but she also decided to invite Grant. That was Grant's first impression on me and my dad, and he was being an idiot with the fireworks. I would like to say that Grant has changed and is a safer, more mature guy when it comes to fireworks, but that would be the biggest lie I've ever told. I've never seen someone so reckless with fire, and to this day, I still get anxiety when I see him waving around a Roman candle because I'm afraid that he will shoot it at someone. My sister had a best friend, Katie, that originally took her to this youth group, so she and a bunch of other people also came to this party. About a month later of one of the youth group sessions, my dad gets a text from Katie saying that he needs to be at the church about 30 minutes early to pick up my sister. My dad is confused, but yet he agrees, not fully understanding the situation. My dad arrives and Katie greets him and makes him wait in this room until my sister got there. But Grant walks through the door instead. He introduces himself and explains to him that he has liked my sister for a while, and he understood that she was 15, but he still wanted my dad's permission to date her. My dad, who was very shocked yet very pleased, said yes, and the rest has been history. My sister and Grant have had a very different relationship than what society would call normal. They have set themselves apart and devoted their relationship to God since the beginning, and they have impacted not only me, but everyone around them in their own sort of way. They are the type of couple that will go above and beyond what is expected from them, and will be there no matter the time or the place. My sister has experienced the same hurt I have, and has seen me at my worst. She is truly my rock, and I could not do life without her. She will do anything for me and will always be right by my side. Grant is like the older brother I never had. For the past 5 years, he has made fun of me and played pranks on me constantly until I can barely stand it anymore. He is also there for any advice that I need from a Christian guy perspective. He has shown love and compassion to me even when I do not deserve it. During one of the hardest times of my life, he told me that he knew my worth, but he did not think I saw it in myself. Both Hannah and Grant have instilled in me what God's love has looked like. They have been lights in the darkest of times and have shown me what it means to be a young Christian woman in a dark and broken world. They have been some of the best game players and the most adventurous humans you will ever meet. For example, in the past 5 years, they have made a makeshift bike called the Granomobile that is pictured in the slideshow that they rode around the neighborhood looking like a giddy 5-year-olds on Christmas morning. They proceeded to wreck the Granomobile, and the remains of the makeshift bike are now hidden in some forest. They have also made the Grant a board game for their love of playing games. Grant is a very creative and very thoughtful guy, and it showed when he planned my sister's birthday party and set up our entire dad's house into one big breakout game. Overall, Grant has been an amazing boyfriend and now fiance to my sister. He does not see himself as being sentimental, but what he did for the engagement had every girl in the room in tears. My sister Hannah had begged Grant to sing her song for years, but he has always said that he did not think of himself as a good singer, yet he knew how to play the guitar fairly well. Until November 23rd, 2019 rolled around, and he finally let go of his fear of not being a good singer and sang her a song about their love story. And let me tell you, Hannah was not the only one crying. It was perfect, and of course she said yes. This is the type of love that will not fail and is shown to be a very important part of my life. This is the type of love that outshines all other relationships, and yes, I may be biased, but these two are some of the best people around. I have watched this relationship since the beginning of it all, and now the beginning of the rest of their life, and I could not be more excited to watch this love last forever. Two of the biggest influences in my life are defying the odds of not lasting because of their young love, and are the best role models in my life that I could ever ask for, and all I can say is thank you to them.